I've not started watching Love Island yet.
I thought you were watching it on the opening night because you were on the memes and talking about it.
Yeah, I've kind of half aware. I've seen bits of it, but I haven't properly watched it yet.
So you're not down on the Alex memes, the sad Alex memes.
Is he the doctor?
Yeah, the doctor who no one likes. It's so bad. It's so funny because he is a bit boring. He's a bit dull, but like none of the girls like him, and they all think he's like weird and awkward when he's like the only normal guy there. So it's quite funny. And he went to. They did one. He got paired up with someone called Samira, and she literally doesn't like him at all.
Samira's my favorite one.
Apparently she finds him really awkward, and she doesn't even try. And he's like really annoyed, and he like had a bit of a breakdown last night and was saying, "Oh God, I'm the leper. No one likes me."
That's sad.
But there's the worst bit. And this is the last point I'll say. The saddest part is that there was a challenge where they had to read a statement, and the girls and the boys, they play against each other. They had to guess which one of the opposite sex did that thing. So, for example, it said, I had a threesome with people, and then they had to go over and kiss the person they thought had done that. And this Alex guy was up, and he could give them the statement. He went over to the girls, and he went to the blonde one, Haley, and he went in for the kiss, and she backed away.
Oh no!
So bad. Apparently, she felt awkward. But then later on, someone else did it, and she was well in, like giving tongues and everything. Oh my God, it was
grim.
Hard to watch. That's Love Island for you folks. Some great entertainment. Anyway, hi everybody. Welcome to Heroes of Handheld. This is a podcast dedicated to handheld gaming, and sometimes we like to dabble into the world of normal console gaming as well. We just like gaming, basically. We're big gamers, and we've been here since the very beginning of the podcast, which was in 2012, 11, 10, 9, 10, 11. I think we've just had an anniversary, I think. I'm going to check this. I think maybe the end of March was an anniversary for us, and we completely missed it.
I think it was 2013. I think we started in 2013 because that's when we were finishing university.
Do you reckon Japan Demand has finished listening to all the episodes yet? He started back in January 5th, 2014. I wonder how far he got. So the first episode was called The World of Vita and 3DS. And we've just gone past our anniversary. It was May the 31st.
Oh, we missed it.
2013. So it was six years ago. We've been doing this podcast for 6 years ago. See, I can add up. It's 2019 right now. It's been 6 years, everybody. 6. Not 5. It's been 6. 5 or 6. It's been a long time, which is that's crazy.
Cheers to that, man. Cheers to that. Have a little sip of the old orange juice. Cheers to that.
I'm gonna cheer toast with my my goofy Simpson. Anyway, nice one. Right, so let's get into gaming. So the big thing I want to talk about right off the bat here, and I think we both want to talk about this, is we've both been head over heels and balls deep in Mario Aces. They had the tournament, they had the demo last week where you could play online, and me and Chris played quite a bit of it. I played quite a bit. I think you played a fair amount.
I think you played more than I did, to be honest. I don't know. I'd say game.
So we're going to just quit. I mean, we can't. The demo is now closed, so we can't get any more for a couple of weeks when the game actually releases. But I thought it'd be interesting to give our initial thoughts on it. So, Chris, what were your thoughts on Super Mario Aces Tennis, whatever it's called?
Super Mario Tennis Aces, which I'd already played at Comic-Con. I would say, for the most part, I really enjoyed it. I think the gameplay is really good. I think it feels really smooth, and I think there's a lot there. And like last week, there was a kind of there were lots of the channels that I follow were doing like more in-depth kind of videos and stuff about it, where they'd got like an earlier version of the game, and it was kind of like promo-y type stuff. And it looks like there's lots of characters, lots of interesting levels, lots of game modes. What I will say though is that I'm glad they did an online test of it, because I hope they learned from the test that I don't know about you, but I found the online was not reliable enough to have consistently fun games. I think for me, this is going to be one that I play locally a lot more than I play online with people, because even when it said the bars were at full strength, I would find that you would serve and you would win really easily, and it's like, oh, that was easy enough. And then you'd be receiving, and suddenly, like, you'd be reacting to the ball, but the kind of input lag of where the ball is. Yeah, I'm really surprised that a game like this, which is so Twitch based and kind of fast, snappy movements, that the online isn't better. And apparently, according to people on Reddit, the online on the Mario Tennis is done P2P rather than on dedicated servers, which I think is possibly part of the problem. But yeah, right. it was frustrating, actually. Like, and I mean, I don't know if it shot Nintendo in the foot putting the demo out, because obviously a lot of people played it, enjoyed it, but I really hope that they used it as a learning opportunity to say the online isn't good enough. We need to react to this, because the thing is, other games of a similar ilk have got really good online. Like Splatoon's online is really fast and responsive, but I just found this was like really, like, it was really frustrating sometimes when you know that you would have hit the ball if it wasn't for the lag. And I realized that there's a part of, there's an element that sounds like you're just being grumpy because you lost the point, which is fine. I accept that. But also it's like when the characters aren't behaving how they should, it's quite frustrating.
Yeah. Yeah, it sort of loses the whole point, really, when you're not both on a level playing field. Like you don't get the real portrayal of how you are in the game. I agree with what you're saying, actually. I think I played in total 7 games. I didn't actually play that many online, but I'd say about half of them I did have issues with lag. And there was one game where there was... I don't like quitting games early. I've never liked doing that in online. I just feel like it's a cop-out. But with this one, I was playing against this... I can't remember what the character they were now, but it was so unresponsive. Like, I would move the character I think I was probably Waluigi or something, and it would take probably about a good second and a half, 2 seconds for the character to move. And that was some really intense lag there. It just makes the game unplayable. I mean, this could be just a way of Nintendo doing a beta for it. Rather than calling it a beta, they called it like this online tournament. So it could be a way of them testing it and how it's going to work. I'm not so sure, though, because it's not long now until it launches. So maybe this was just an idea of them to get people in, get them interested, and a teaser out there. But, I mean... It's weird, like, though I did have a few occasions with lag where it did make it unplayable. I'd say, though I didn't play many games, I can't give a very vast sample. Like, the majority of them, it did seem to play okay. There was one game, I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I was pretty pants at the game altogether. I was rubbish. I lost most of the games I played, to be fair. But there was one game where I think I was playing against the mushroom head guy. Toad. I was going to say Toad, but I didn't want to embarrass myself. I don't want to embarrass myself in front of you, Chris, because I know you know everything and you're very smart.
Sorry, I got you.
But I wish I'd tried. Thanks, you got my back. Great. I was playing against Toad, and it was one of the easiest tennis games I've ever played. One of the easiest online games I've ever played in my life. Like, I aced every serve. Everything I hit turned to gold. And I was like, oh my God, I'm fucking amazing this game. I'm finally getting it. Yeah. And then the next game, I saw it came up with the opponent. There was 2 bars on there, and it was just like I got completely trounced entirely. So yeah, I mean, that is going to be an issue if they don't sort that out, and it does, they don't sort out how the connection is. And I know with other games, you gave the example of Splatoon. Like, I've played a few of those games online, and I've never experienced any issues with Splatoon. It always runs so smoothly. Granted, I haven't played that many games online in Splatoon, but everyone I have is just you've been dropped in, and it just plays great. Everyone seems to have good connection. There's no issues whatsoever. When I play FIFA online, there's sometimes a little bit of lag, but nothing too extreme that's going to stop me from playing the game.
Do you have FIFA on Switch?
No, I've got it on. I'm talking about Xbox. I'm just talking about online games in general now. Sorry. But no, I mean, in terms of the gameplay, so I did, when I initially downloaded the demo, and the first thing that happens is you go through the tutorial, which I'm glad they did, because there's a lot. I know you explained it last week, but there's a lot of depth to it. It's not just your bog standard tennis game. There's actually quite a bit of skill and strategy to it if you really want to win. From breaking rackets to power shots to trick shots. Can I just say, those trick shots are so when
They're
you
really
try
hard
and do a
to
trick
pull
shot,
off, aren't they?
and when you fuck them up, it's so funny when because your character, like even if the ball's past you, your character will do the movement anyway, and it just looks so stupid. Especially Waluigi's one, because he sort of does a flip, then he like tiptoes across the court, and it's just I don't know, it's just funny. Who else? Oh, I tried Bowser's one as well, where he turns into a shell. That one's quite cool. But when you do pull them off, you feel like amazing. That's annoying because when you pull off a trick shot and then the other player just like hits it straight back, and like, oh, I did that for no reason. But no, I do like the strategy of it. I like the whole energy side of things. How you have to build it up with all the shots. The better shots you do. When I got to the tutorial, I did get a bit frustrated with it because I was playing Luigi, in the tutorial, and Luigi kept kicking my ass every single time. I was getting really pissed off. I couldn't even beat bloody Luigi. When I played it online, the first few games, apart from the laggy ones, it was very addictive. Like I liked how short the games were. Like it was like probably on average games last about 5 minutes, maybe a little bit longer, depending on it's best of 3, isn't it? Or best, yeah. So you've got to win by at least 2 points, don't you? By 2 games.
Yeah, I'm hoping that, and I assume the main game you'll be able to play longer modes because, like, I don't know. Yeah. Sometimes it didn't feel long enough to me.
Well, no, it's only when you get defeated 2-0. That's when it doesn't feel long enough.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
That's when but I played a game where it was a 3-1, and then that was actually quite a good level. But I see what you're saying. I'm interested to find out more about the story mode and other elements of the game and other characters you can play as, which I'm sure we'll find out more at E3, which is upon us again. It'll be our 5th E3, I'm assuming. Yes, it'll be our 5th, which is insane. So I think it's very promising. I messaged you on, I think it was Tuesday or Monday morning when the demo had gone. I had it still on my Switch. I just put it to sleep mode, and I went to go on, and it kept saying the service is unavailable. I was like, no, please, no. I kept like tapping X, and I was just getting like really into like, oh my god, I really need to play some more Mario Tennis Aces. And they've just taken it away, so it's a very good teaser. And I've actually said to you, I actually will be picking this up when it releases. I'm that invested in it, and I really did enjoy it. But I was playing it in bed the other day, and I did get very frustrated. And I actually did some not rage quit, but I did some gamer rage. When you throw down the controller or you say the F word. I did that a few times when I had the lag. Can I just say, Waluigi is the worst character in the game. I love Waluigi. I think he sports the blue very well, but he's shocking. He is the worst. He's got such long legs. And he's so slow.
Yeah, so slow. He's not really powerful enough for someone that slow, is he?
No, apparently he's defensive. I don't really see how he's that defensive because he's shit basically. I do like Bowser, but he's very slow. I liked his powerful shots. So I played as Bowser and Mario. Didn't play as any of the other characters, I don't think. No,
I liked Peach. Peach was really good.
Yeah, we know why you like Peach. You made that.
Well, yeah. Yeah, but I mean, she is really good. Just saying.
Yeah, okay, right.
She's a good player.
So will you be purchasing it when it comes out on the 22nd?
I don't know, to be honest, mate. Yeah, I think I probably will.
Yeah,
just because I kind of want to renew for Switch.
Wow. 45 squid.
That's all right.
45 of you British pounds.
Yeah, that's not too for a new game. I will get it as long as the playing together is fun.
I hope they have party games in there as well. We have to like hit tennis balls at things and stuff like that. I hope it's not just tennis matches.
Sure, they will.
That'd be very fun. So we should move on from Mario Aces. It's Mario Tennis Aces. I keep wanting to say Super Mario Aces. Mario Tennis Aces, which are very keen on and very excited to see. More of that, hopefully at E3. So, Chris, I'm going to try not to have too much of a backseat. Well, let's go straight on to the news that I sort of know about. FIFA 19 is apparently coming to Switch. Tell me more about this.
So, I'm surprised by this because FIFA 18 didn't seem to be received like that well. But this current dream,
sorry, go on. I was just going to say about the limited features on FIFA. 18.
This current Dream Team FC, a website I assume dedicated to all things kind of online football and fantasy football, EA Sports have revealed that future FIFA games may look significantly better on the Nintendo Switch. At a World Cup mode event in May, Andre Lazarescu, the supervising producer for the World Cup expansion, has said that future FIFA games could arrive to Nintendo's console with improved graphics thanks to a custom engine. However, it doesn't look like they're going to be using a Frostbite engine, so that's a little bit frustrating. Obviously, for people who want to get ahead in the game, but it's interesting that FIFA 19 is coming because, like, yeah, I wouldn't have thought the other one would have done as well. But there's also a World Cup mode coming to FIFA 18 if you're interested. If you're still playing it on Switch, we'd love to hear from you how that game is settling in with you compared to the FIFA experience on other consoles. I'm surprised you weren't tempted to pick it up on Switch.
Well, the thing is, I'd already purchased it on Xbox, so I didn't want to buy it again. I mean, the reviews for the FIFA 18 when it was out on Switch, it was mixed. I mean, it played very well. Everyone agreed that it played really smoothly and it was a great FIFA game if you wanted the modes that are on there. But the issue was there were lots of modes that weren't actually available. I believe the Journey, which is the story mode, wasn't available on Switch, and the Ultimate Team, which is a mode that is like a trading card. You customize your team and you make your own team and you play against other players online. That's really popular with FIFA. Now, for me, the main draw for the FIFA games for me has always been the online competitive play where you get matched up against some randomer online, the leagues and the tournaments they have with that. That is really addictive and really fun. And that's one of the main things I play FIFA, and that was actually available on FIFA 18 on Switch. So I would have been fine. If I didn't already have it on Xbox, I probably would have got it on Switch. But FIFA 19, I mean, they're saying the graphics look nicer with this new engine, and there's going to be a lot more modes apparently as well. So if I do look at normally I skip a year for FIFA because obviously it comes out every year. I normally, for example, I bought FIFA 18, so I probably wouldn't get another one until FIFA 20. But I don't know. I mean, if it looks good and it's got all the modes and plays well, I might consider getting it next year maybe, or when this one comes out. The World Cup mode is actually a nice touch as well. I mean, before, EA used to release separate World Cup games or the European Championship versions of the games. But now, obviously, with the wonders of online technology and downloading and streaming, they actually just make it DLC and you gets added onto the game you've got, which is a nice touch. Because you'd buy these World Cup games, they'd only be relevant for like 3 weeks, then you wouldn't play them ever again. And they'd like retail about 30, 40 quid as well. So it's a better way doing it like this. But yeah, I'm intrigued to see how well it looks on. I know FIFA 18 already looks pretty nice on Switch, but yeah, I'm interested to see what other modes are going to come to the Switch version. But if I do decide to get FIFA again for this coming year, I would get it on Switch rather than Xbox, because I know it's going to be, it's going to play well, because the FIFA 18 did. So yeah, that's good. It's good. I mean, you shouldn't be too surprised. I mean, the Switch is doing so well.
It's like, I suppose it's the hot thing everyone wants to be on, isn't it?
Yeah, and if they know that people want more modes on there, they might actually release the full version and all the big stuff.
Yeah, that's true.
Right. So, what else is there?
The other bit of Switch news before we talk very briefly about E3, which is coming out next week, exciting, is that Fortnite, it looks like, is going to be coming to Switch. Now, a console hacker called Skirez M, Michael, on Twitter, has found deep in the eShop data logs a little something which hints towards the existence of a Fortnite update on Nintendo Switch eShop. Which is one of those ones. I mean, we've also seen it rated on something like it's either the Portuguese or the Korean ratings board. So there's kind of murmurings of Fortnite on Switch going around the internet at the moment, but it feels very much like an E3 moment where whoever's on Nintendo Direct stage will say, we're pleased to announce Fortnite is coming to Nintendo Switch and it's being released right now, because obviously they kind of did that with the mobile version, if you remember.
Yeah.
And Fortnite is everywhere, is ever present, and obviously on Switch makes a hell of a lot of sense. I hope it's both modes. I hope it runs, the internet runs well. I'm really keen for this, so I'm really on board for it.
Yeah.
I mean, Fortnite is so it's become one of those games for me now where I feel like it's in a league above just being a video game, because you watch people play it and like the
It's
tactical
massive.
people who
It's
are
huge.
it's huge. And it's like it's like a whole esport thing now, and it's like, competitions, cash competitions going on where like players will have to get the most kills in a game, or there's all sorts happening. It's just like it feels like being in a moment for that game. Do you know what I mean?
It seems to have like, I mean, it's been the big thing for a couple of months now, hasn't it? It's not like a passing phase. It's still as popular and as big as it was about 2-3 months ago when the big craze started. And it's just a shame that I've never really got into it. And I've tried to play it a couple of times, played it on mobile and played it on Xbox. I just can't get into it. I just don't feel it. It's just not my sort of thing, unfortunately. But I mean, it makes sense for it to come out on Switch. We shouldn't be surprised with this at all. It makes perfect sense. The Switch is the perfect console to have it on, in my opinion, because it's like the halfway between having it on mobile and having it on a Xbox or PlayStation. So why it hasn't been done sooner, we don't know. But yeah, I'm sure it's going to be announced, and that'd be really cool if they said it's available now and it's free. Go get it. That'd be so cool.
Yeah, I really feel like that's going to be what they do. I can't imagine them like wanting to hang around. They're going to want it available as soon as possible.
I'll probably pick it up on Switch, to be fair. I'll give it another go on Switch because I think that would be a great platform for it. I mean, the mobile version frustrated me no end. I think you had the same issues with it and the controls and stuff like that. Do you just you used to play it on PlayStation now, I'm guessing?
Yeah, I don't play it on mobile anymore because my phone isn't really powerful enough for it.
Well, even if it was, it's not the best way to play it, really. You want to
play even if it was, it's only really, it's a very different game on that. But yeah, I'm keen for it on Switch. I think I would like, if you hopefully you'll be able to have the same profile across both. I can't see why you wouldn't be able to. So yeah, I'm quite keen for this. I really hope it happens, and I hope it happens soon.
We wait and see. So yeah, that was well, I say big news, but we all know about that anyway. Should we talk about E3?
Yes. So first,
E3, I can't believe how quickly it's come around again.
I know.
It's insane.
I want to give a shout out at this point to Eurogamer, because every year I struggle with what time the actual conferences are run at. And on the Eurogamer website, we'll embed a link on heroesfounder.wordpress.com. There is a really nice long list of just the EA conference is 7 p.m. on Saturday. The blah blah conference is blah blah time on Sunday. And the big ones for us, obviously, are the I guess the Nintendo conference, which I will tell you when we scroll down to it.
I'm interested in all of them. I'm always interested to see what they've all got under their sleeves and what's.
Yeah, but Nintendo is going to be the big one, isn't it? 5 p.m. on British summertime on Tuesday, June the 12th. So actually, it'll be while we're at work, Colin.
Oh, fuck that then.
So you could just watch it under the sleeve.
Can I tell you
in the middle of the night?
Can I tell you what I'm actually really interested in seeing more of?
Go on.
Surprisingly, it's going to be in the EA conference, which is the first one on the Saturday, I think.
Is it Anthem?
It's Anthem. I'm actually really keen on this. A lot of the team who worked on the original Mass Effect trilogy have been working on this one, so I really want to see more. It was only first announced last year. I swear we've known about this for a very long time, but we only found out about it last year. So they're expecting a new trailer, more gameplay. So yeah, I'm actually very intrigued and very excited to see more of that because yeah, I need that in my life. I need some more futuristic landscapes and loot in my life after to try and fill the void that Mass Effect Andromeda did not fill.
The Mass Effect void.
Yeah, and obviously we're going to see more on FIFA 19 and all the sports games. That always happens with EA, so that would be the same. I hope it's not as cringy as it usually is, because sometimes it can be hard to watch the EA one. And they've got a lot to prove because last year they were bigging up Battlefront 2, weren't they? And that went down like a lead balloon when they announced all the extra payments and loot crates and things like that. So you'd hope they've learned from mistakes from that and they will, focus on the game and not extras you can buy. We'll wait and see.
Yeah, so, I've got a good feeling. I mean, Nintendo is obviously where my heart lies, because I think there's going to be, well, they've already said there's going to be Smash Bros news, there's going to be Pokemon news. Yeah, I've just got a good feeling about it. I think we're going to see some really good stuff there.
Yeah, I know you work sort of completely opposite sides of the opinion on this. Do you think there's going to be a lot? I think it's going to be a bit of a disappointment because in recent years, a lot of the big games, they get announced beforehand anyway because of leaks, or they do pre-announcements, thus taking out most of the excitement from the actual conferences itself. I mean, what more do you want from Nintendo, Chris? Is it just announcements for games that have already been revealed, or do you want new games? Because you've got your Smash Bros. That's the one you wanted.
Yeah, but we don't know anything about what's actually happening in Smash Bros. Like that's the thing with Nintendo at the moment, is there are so many games that they've announced that we don't really know much about. I mean, Pokemon Go, Eevee, and Pikachu, we know, a little bit, but not loads. I mean, Smash Bros, I'm really excited to see what they say there. There's going to be more, I expect, about Metroid Prime, because they announced that at E3 last year, if you remember. I've got a good feeling. I think we're going to be wowed because Nintendo were just like really on it last year, and there's some leaks that are suggesting some really interesting stuff as well. So yeah, I'm feeling it, mate. I'm really pumped, and I think the thing with Nintendo is last year's E3 was really cool. Like there was some good stuff there, but it felt like they would just confirming that certain titles were on the way. Whereas this year, it's like we know they're on the way. It's time to see what they're actually all
some
about.
footage. Yeah, that would be nice, seeing more trailers and actually more meat on those bones there. Can I just say, as you're someone who plays Battle Royale quite a lot, you're quite a big player, aren't you?
What, Fortnite?
Fortnite, sorry, yeah, Fortnite's what I meant.
Yeah,
you're a big Fortnite player. Are you interested? I'll lay my cards on the table. I'm not interested in this whatsoever, but it might be different from your points of view. Are you interested in the Call of Duty Battle Royale mode that's coming?
I am. In that, I'm curious to see what they do differently. Like, I'm curious to see how a Battle Royale game plays in first person as well.
Yeah,
because we assume Call of Duty is traditionally in first person. Yeah, I think it might be quite good. I've got quite a good feel. Like, I think it'll be different. Yeah, I mean, I don't know what you want me to say. Like, I'm interested in it. I probably won't buy the game for it unless there's something really different about it. But like, Call of Duty games traditionally feel very good to play, whereas Battle Royale, like especially Fortnite, can feel quite clunky. So it could be like a really good move for them.
Obviously, Call of Duty, there's no real campaign mode this year, is there, in the new one? No. So Black Ops 4, so it'll be interesting to hear more about that. So yeah, I mean, the main one then for us is Nintendo, which is 5 o'clock. What is that about? 5 o'clock on a Tuesday? No one's going to be able to watch that.
I mean, yeah, 5 o'clock in the afternoon as opposed to 2 o'clock in the morning when PlayStation's on.
Yeah, I guess.
Why? You're so grumpy.
I gotta say,
fucks me off. This is like Game of Christmas, and you're just like, no one's going to be around at 5 o'clock when literally everyone is going to be around.
Thinking about it, I will agree that it's very annoying when all these conferences are in the middle of the night for us, and then we wake up in the morning and we have to like start from the top and scroll through all the announcements just so we don't miss anything. That is annoying. So I will give you that. So. Yeah, I mean, I'll keep an ear out for all of these. I do actually like watching the conferences. I like watching as many as I can. Usually, I always get to see EA's. Microsoft's is normally at a good time, 9 o'clock on Sunday. This one, the Bethesda one, we don't really care about Bethesda, do we? Fallout, yeah, and Wolfenstein, Evil Within. Oh, sorry, I got distracted there because I saw Dishonored, and I do like Dishonored. Yeah, so it's very exciting. I can't believe it's come around again. As I said, it's this weekend. It's very exciting. So next week we'll have so much to talk about, won't we? It's going to be so damn exciting. But is there anything else that you're really excited about? Are you excited about the new Final Fantasy, or maybe Kingdom Hearts 3, which has what the fuck? Buzz and Woody in it?
I think as well. I think we might see a Kingdom Hearts character be confirmed for Smash Bros. I think Sora might come across.
Whoa.
I'm just putting it out there. I want to put some predictions out there because I want you all to hear it, and then when it happens, you'll be like, Chris was right. I think Sora is going to come. I think Rayman is going to come.
Oh, Rayman, I'll be up for that.
I think Phoenix Wright is going to come. And I think Banjo is going to come, and it's going to make me come. There, I said it. It's going to happen.
That's got to be the title of this week's episode, hasn't it? Badger's gonna come to make me come.
We all come when Badger comes. That's just how it's gonna.
That's what it's gotta be. Yeah, brilliant. Right. So yeah, I mean, it's always good having all this news to talk about, and we'll just dissect it all next Wednesday when we do the podcast again. Hopefully, loads more meaty things. Like we'll have more on the Spyro remastered trilogy. We'll have more on the Crash Bandicoot one. We'll have more on Sonic. Just so darn excited about all of it. Sonic Racing, guys. Let's have more on Sonic Racing. Yes.
Can we? I know you want to get away, so I want to squeeze something in before you go. Pokemon Quest, which has now been out a week. I don't know if people picked up and started playing it. I've put a couple more hours into it now. It's a free to play Pokemon game that's all the Kanto Pokemon in block form. And what I want to say is I am enjoying it, and there's some deep tactics to it, but it's very grindy and it's very frustrating if you want to play without spending any money on it. It's one of those ones where it's like, I wish I could give you £8 and have everything unlocked properly. Do you know what I mean?
Like Harry Potter Hogwarts Mystery.
Yeah, so it's a shame because there is quite an interesting game in there, and I like that you can kind of do a lot of it automatically. I think it will be a lot better on mobile as well. Like I think that'll suit it a lot more because you won't have to wait for your battery to recharge, and then for you to have your Switch with you, you'll just be able to pick things up and go. But yeah, I don't know. I just think it's a bit of a shame. It could be better, but it's all it's all right and it's cute and like there's a nice kind of randomness to it. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see if it sticks and whether they kind of make some interesting quality of life improvements, which I really hope they do.
Yes.
So yeah, Pokemon Quest 1 week on. Yeah, it's interesting. Colin.
Yes.
What was last week's group chat?
Last week's group chat is, we know there's a new Sonic game. It's a racing game where they're going to be in convertibles and it's going to be so much fun. We wanted to know which Sonic character, any character from the Sonic back catalogue, which one do you want to appear in this new Sonic racing game? And more importantly, what sort of car would they race? Would they race in? What sort of car would they have? And that's the question we put out to everyone.
We did have a tweet about this from.
Well, where is it then? Where is it?
I'm just getting it for you. You could do some research on the show for a change. Then you wouldn't have to complain about it.
I was a busy man. I'm a busy man.
So we had Phil, who said he wanted Short Fuse the Cybernick, the character from 90s Sonic comic. He's like a squirrel Iron Man.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know if that's going to happen. Maybe.
What's the name? What's his name?
It's on the Twitter if you go on it.
The Twitter, but you could just tell me.
Whilst I'm on the Twitter, you should listen. Whilst I'm on the Twitter, I want to shout out William Connor, who tweeted his thoughts about Mario Tennis, saying it's a very fun game with a lot of depth and strategy. Each character feels different in their own way, and the game feels very arcadey. Wasn't sure if I was going to buy it, but definitely is for sure now. So there we go. Thank you, William, for tweeting in. Colin. Yeah. I want Vector the Crocodile and I want him in a fucking monster truck. You know what I'm saying? Have Vector rock up, have like some horrendous guitar rock music play as he like drives over everyone with massive wheels. Fucking love Vector.
Vector, I forgot about fucking Vector.
It's a real. I mean,
this is what I think it is.
He's the crocodile wearing a weird collar.
Oh my god, the Sonic universe got so many. Oh my god, yeah. He's got the headphones as well. Oh god.
Do you remember the bat? I swear there was a bat, like a pink bat.
Sonic bat.
Oh my god.
What, Rogue? Rogue the bat.
Rogue. Like a Rogue. That's what I'm thinking of. And it's the one that. Oh my god, there's so many.
Tails. Fuck Tails.
Espio the chameleon. Give me Espio. That weird purple chameleon, the ninja. Yes, please.
Oh god. Well, I'm going to take it old school, and I'm going to reference a game I really enjoyed back in 2008 called Sonic Unleashed, which a lot of people didn't like. It's where we had the werehog, and a lot of people didn't like the werehog. I do have fond memories of that game. That I did play it quite a lot, and even though it was a lot of like button mashing and a lot of repetitive gameplay, it was so addictive. But there was a character in that game called Professor Pickle. That was actually his name, and he was like the old professor who you'd go and see, and he'd give you advice, and he'd tell you where to go next. He had huge eye. He had no eyes. He just had two big grey eyebrows for eyes. You need to Google this. It is fantastic. He wore this really brown suit that was like brown paper you put around a parcel. And I'd love him to be in this game. But not only that, I'd love him to... I was just thinking about what car I'd want him to ride. He's probably American. I think his voice was American. I don't know if he even spoke in the game. But I like to think that he's English and British. And the sort of car he would ride in Sonic Racing would be like the freewheeler from Only Fools and Horses, the yellow one. I think that'd be great. But to make it quicker, they'd put jets on the back, obviously. I think that'd be great because he's like a gentle old man, and you think, oh, he's not gonna do much. Look at him, he's gonna be at the back, and then like, see you later, suckers, eat my dust, and he's like speeds past everyone. So yeah, that's my.
So you want him in a jet-powered Robin Reliant? Is that right?
Say again.
A jet-powered Robin Reliant.
Yes, that's what I want.
Keen.
That's the dream. I'm well keen, and I hope we get more. Hope we get more news on this at E3. Chris, what's our question for next week?
I was just thinking that the thing is, I think there's going to be so much E3 news that maybe we should take a week off group chat and come back to it next week.
Sounds good. Yes, let's just talk about E3. Yeah, you're right. There's going to be a lot of E3 stuff, isn't there?
Because also, like, I want to get people's predictions, but then also the predictions aren't going to be valid in a week's time. So,
no.
Yeah, Colin.
Watch this space. See you next week.
But if people have other questions, how can they get in touch with us?
You can email us, heroesofhandheld@gmail.com. You can find us on Facebook, on Twitter. Our Twitter handle is @handheldpodcast. You can go to heroesofhandheld.wordpress.com, go to the contact us section and send your message that way. There's a little form you can fill out. We're on YouTube. We are on Stitcher. We're on Google Plus. We're all over the internet. Just Google Heroes of Handheld Podcast and you will find us. We're on iTunes. We'd love it if you could give us a review. And a big shout out to the Schnauzer Radio Orchestra, who is a one-man band and is the writer and composer of our theme song, which is called Insert Coin, which is from the album Music from a 50s Video Game. I think that is all. So everybody, can you believe this time next week it'll be one day until the World Cup starts? Whoa.
I did my sweepstakes today. Did I tell you who I got?
Who'd you get?
This boy is going to win the £24 as I reached my hand into the bucket and was dealt Germany.
Oh, sure. You actually got a chance. Oh, my God.
I know.
No, I think it's the French. I think France is the one. You avoided Panama, though. That's the main one. Tunisia. Well, thank you for listening, everybody. We'll be back next week, same time, same place, with all your E3 news. Until then, enjoy playing your handheld gaming devices. Have a great week, and goodbye.